Good afternoon, student. In last lecture, we are already studied Kohler's law of independent migration of ion. In this lecture, we are going to study what is meant by cell constant, what is the conductivity cell, measurement of conductivity by using conductivity cell. First, measurement of conductivity by using conductivity cell. See here, this is conductivity cell. It consists of glass tube with two platinum plates which are coated with platinum black. This is carried out by electrolysis of chloroplatinic acid, and electrolytic solution is placed in this conductivity cell whose resistance is to be measured. Then what is meant by cell constant? We know that conductivity of an electrolytic solution is given by K is equal to 1 upon R into L upon A. Here K is conductivity, R is resistance, and small l is distance of separation between two electrodes, and small a is area of cross section of the electrode. If this equation is equation number 1, then for any given cell, distance of separation between two electrode, that is L, and area of cross section of the electrode, that is L upon A, is the cell constant. Then what is the definition of cell constant? Cell constant is defined as it is the ratio of distance of separation between two electrodes and area of cross section of the electrode. Thus, if we substitute value of cell constant, that is L upon A is cell constant, in equation number 1, then K is equal to cell constant upon R. And another equation for cell constant is equal to K into R. By this formula, we can also calculate cell constant. There are two formulas for determination of cell constant. Cell constant is equal to L upon A, or if we know conductivity and resistance of solution, then cell constant is calculated by multiplication of conductivity and resistance. Then next point is unit of cell constant. Next is unit of cell constant. If it is the ratio of L upon A, we know that cell constant is equal to L upon A. If we measure length or distance of separation between two electrodes by using meter and area in meter square, then 1 meter get cancelled and unit of cell constant is meter inverse. Or if we measure distance of separation between two electrode and area in centimeter, then another unit for cell constant is centimeter inverse. The next point is electrodes. What is meant by electrode? In this conductivity cell, 2 platinum plates act as a electrode. Then what is the exact meaning of electrode is? Electrodes are the surfaces on which oxidation reaction or reduction reaction takes place. Electrodes may or may not participate in electrolytic reaction. Then that electrodes are called as inert electrode. Inert electrode. Electrodes which cannot participate in electrochemical reactions are called as inert electrode. Examples of inert electrode are carbon electrode, platinum electrode. These are the examples of inert electrode. And also graphite electrode is also example of inert electrode. What is meant by inert electrode? Electrode that does not participate in electrochemical reactions. Then what is the role of inert electrode? They does not participate in electrochemical reaction, but they only helps to transfer electron from anode to cathode. Then there are 2 types of electrode. First is cathode, second is anode. First, what is meant by cathode? It is an electrode on which reduction reaction takes place, that is called cathode. Anode, it is an electrode on which oxidation reaction takes place, called as anode. Cathode and anode may positive or negative depending on type of electrochemical cell. Then next is types of electrochemical cells. There are 2 types of electrochemical cells. First one is electrolytic cell and second one is galvanic cell. It is also called as voltaic cell. First, we will discuss about what is meant by electrolytic cell. In electrolytic cell, first very important point in electrolytic cell, we know that electrochemistry, it is the branch of chemistry in which interconversion of chemical energy and electrical energy takes place. First, electrolytic cell. In electrolytic cell, chemical energy is converted into, in electrolytic cell, electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. In electrolytic cell, non-spontaneous chemical reaction occurs by passing direct current through external source such as battery. In electrolytic cell, anode is positive and cathode is negative. In electrolytic cell, oxidation occurs at positive electrode and reduction occurs at negative electrode. Then examples of electrolytic cell: cells which are used in electroplating and electrorefining, that cells are electrolytic cell. This is the information about electrolytic cell. In electrolytic cell, it consists of only one cell in which 2 electrodes are deep, in which 2 inert electrodes are deep in electrolytic solution, and these two electrodes are connected by direct current, that is battery. This is the main or important point about electrolytic cell. Then second is galvanic cell, or it is also called as voltaic cell. This cells is very useful because in galvanic cell chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. In galvanic cell, spontaneous chemical reaction occurs which produces electricity. What is the main difference between electrolytic cell and galvanic cell? In electrolytic cell, we have to connect external source of current, that is battery, between two electrodes. But in this galvanic cell, here electricity is produced. Therefore, here not necessary to connect battery between two electrodes. What is galvanic cell? In galvanic cell, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. Second point in galvanic cell, spontaneous chemical reaction occurs which produces electricity. In galvanic cell, anode is negative and cathode is positive. In galvanic cell, oxidation occurs at positive electrode and reduction occurs at negative electrode. In galvanic cell, examples of galvanic cell are the cells which are used in generation of electricity, that are the galvanic cell. Example of galvanic cell, lead storage battery. Lead storage battery is the example of galvanic cell. Then nickel cadmium cell, it is also galvanic cell in which electricity is produced. Another mercury cell is also example of galvanic cell. And in next point we will discuss about in detail nickel cadmium cell, mercury cell and lead storage battery. Next point is we will discuss in detail about electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell. We know that in electrolytic cell, electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. In this cell, it consists of container in which two electrodes are immersed in electrolytic solution and two electrodes are connected to direct current, that is battery. Then we will discuss about electrolysis of molten NaCl. Electrolysis of molten NaCl. First of all, what is meant by electrolysis? It is the process in which chemical reaction occurs by using electricity, called as electrolysis. Then diagram of electrolysis of molten NaCl. It consists of container in which electrolytic solution is placed. Electrolytic solution, here electrolytic solution is molten NaCl. Molten NaCl. It consists of two electrodes These are the two electrodes. These electrodes are inert electrode. These electrodes are carbon graphite electrode. Carbon graphite. This is positive electrode, that is anode, and right hand electrode is also carbon cathode. It is negative, act as a cathode, and we know that in electrolytic cell, two electrodes are connected by external source of electricity, that is battery. Therefore, these two electrodes are connected by battery, and this is the positive terminal of battery and this is the negative terminal of battery. Such a type of construction of electrolysis of molten NaCl. Here flow of electron is from anode to cathode, because at anode oxidation reaction takes place. That means electrons are lost by any species which are carried from anode through battery towards cathode. Therefore, this is the flow of electron from anode to cathode. This is the diagrammatic presentation of electrolysis of molten NaCl. Then next point is construction. It consists of container in which electrolytic solution, that is molten NaCl, is placed. Two graphite electrodes are immersed in molten NaCl. These two graphite electrodes are connected by battery by electrically conducting wire, and these two electrodes are inert electrode. What is the role of inert electrode in electrolysis? Inert electrode does not take part in electrolytic reaction, but it only helps to transfer electron from anode to cathode. Then next is working. Fused NaCl, we know that fused NaCl consists of two ions, that is Na plus ion and Cl minus ion. After applying potential from battery, if potential is applied, then battery sucks electron from anode and transfer towards cathode. We know that our electrolytic solution contain only Na plus ions and Cl minus ion. We know that anode is positive, therefore Cl minus attracted towards anode and Na plus attracted towards cathode. It clearly indicates that Cl minus undergoes oxidation by loss of electron and Na plus undergoes reduction by accepting electron. Here role of battery is only sucks electron from anode, which is lost by Cl minus ion, and they are transferred towards cathode. At cathode, Na plus ions accept electron from anode and Na plus ions undergoes reduction. Then next point is cell reaction. Cell reaction. First is oxidation half reaction. Oxidation at anode. Anode is positive. Here oxidation of Cl minus ions takes place. Cl minus ions in liquid state to form chlorine gas by loss of 2 electron. This is oxidation half reaction at anode. This reaction indicates that pale yellow chlorine gas is liberated at anode. Here pale yellow chlorine gas. This is chlorine gas which is liberated at anode by oxidation of Cl minus ions from NaCl. Then second is reduction at cathode, negative. We know that electrons are lost by Cl minus ions are transferred towards cathode through battery. At cathode, Na plus ions accept electron. Na plus ions in liquid state accept electron and undergoes reduction by forming sodium metal. By forming sodium metal which is silvery white in color. This is the reduction half reaction at cathode. Then what is the net cell reaction? We know that in electrolytic cell redox reaction takes place. That means oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Therefore, by addition of oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction we get net cell reaction. For writing net cell reaction, electrons in both reactions are must be equal. If it is not equal, then we have to multiply it by suitable numerical factor to equalize electron. Here in oxidation reaction 2 electrons are involved. In reduction reaction only 1 electron is involved. Therefore we have to multiply it by 2 to reduction half reaction. By multiplying 2, this reaction becomes twice Na plus twice electron, it gives twice sodium. Then by adding these two reaction, net cell reaction. First oxidation half reaction 2Cl minus, it gives Cl2 gas plus 2 electron, twice Na plus liquid plus 2 electron to form sodium metal by addition of these 2 electron. Here electron lost by Cl minus ion which are accepted by Na plus ions, therefore effect of electron is neutralized. Therefore 2 electron in both reaction get cancelled. Remaining is 2Cl minus plus 2Na plus, it gives chlorine gas plus sodium metal, silvery white sodium metal. Our product of this electrolysis is pale yellow chlorine gas is formed at anode and silvery white sodium metal which is deposited on cathode. Here weight of cathode increases due to deposition of sodium metal on cathode. Then result of electrolysis. What is the result? First is, we know that pale yellow chlorine gas is liberated at anode and silvery white sodium metal which is deposited on cathode. This is the result of electrolysis, and in next lecture we are going to study electrolysis of aqueous NaCl. Only molten NaCl is replaced by aqueous NaCl. Then what are the reactions involved in that?